Hi, this is Alex Hightower. Today's display will be talking, or today's webcast will be discussing Safari's OS X Yosemite and its ability or accessibility. And in this particular module, we'll discuss the zoom feature and the display feature. So, up in your, if you were to go to the Apple icon, you can hit System Preference and go into it, such as this. And right here, we will automatically go into this. Now, I've already had it set up so that it will go straight to accessibility. You can also have it displayed as the icon right here, which is accessibility, to get to it faster. So as I discussed today, we'll be talking about display and zoom. So on the display, there's some interesting things you can do with your computer, and display and zoom would really help for those with vision impairments. So the first one I would like to discuss would be the inverted color. You click on that, and as you can see, your screen changes drastically in color and contrast. Certain people with vision impairments or color blindness, this will be a unique feature. You can take that off and hit the use of gray, and that will just gray out all the other colors, especially for those that are colorblind, or maybe not be able to see a certain color, which still falls under colorblind. You can do that as well. Another cool, interesting is increase of contrast. So some of the colors that defines the display will become darker and richer. You can also decrease it so it's less defined, less contrast. Um, and you can take that off and reduce the transparency. So some things that are less transparent, like the letters, as you can see, you can reduce the transparency in that. Another cool feature is the cursor. So if you don't know, the arrow is your cursor. So for a person that might have problems seeing the cursor, you can adjust the size, and as you can see, it's much easier to locate. Another thing that will help in this situation, even though it's not really fall on the display of zoom, is the speed of the cursor, uh, especially if it's small. So you can adjust the size and the speed. So as we move it back here, uh, that's the that's pretty much it for display. As we move down to zoom, zoom gives you the ability to use your keys to actually make things larger. So this flower on the Mac is actually the symbol stands for uh, control, or not control, but command. So using these different keys along with the equal sign and the minus sign, you can make the screen enlarge. So I'm pressing the command key and the minus sign, and let's see what happens. So starting with the minus sign, as you can see, things get smaller. With the same key, command key down, mash the equal signs, and you can see how things increase. And depending on the vision or the vision impairment of the individual, this can really help those who, when glasses just doesn't get it, or because of the fact that their vision impairment might cause their eyes to tire faster. This will help prevent the strain of eyes, strain of the individuals, their vision. Uh, so you got different gestures to zoom in with the keyboard. But another thing that I like to point out is the zoom style. So right now that was a full screen. Here, click in picture in picture. let's go into more options. Click on the more options, and now that we have picture-to-picture, let me go back. So picture-to-picture essentially means we can add another screen that's based on the premise of picture-in-picture. So we hit more screen. So this is where we start to really identify in the picture-in-picture. So in order to bring the picture-in-picture up, you just hit adjust size and location. And then all of a sudden you have this screen that pops up. And essentially this screen acts as a magnifying glass, and you can make it as big or small as you like. One of the key things is that whatever you take your cursor and run your cursor over, it will show in the magnifying screen, which is nice. And as you can see, you can do it at the lowest level, or you can increase it to a much larger level. So we're at the Mac 10, the size 10 or level 10. So we can move this a little bit farther and see now we're magnified whatever we're looking at a much greater magnification. What's also cool about this is that if you click to inverted colors and hit the size, as you can see, the same colors, same thing that I showed you before in display, will also work in this as well, to show how, if a person has a vision problem and they might be colorblind, the inverted colors will help out. If we go back to inverted colors out, we can also hit speak item, and in this part of Zoom, you're able to move the window, and every time you take your cursor and go over it, it begins to speak over. So again, if there's a vision problem in that you can't really read what's on the screen, this is a nice feature for those that just can't see to a certain degree, and gives that voice activation, that text to speak speech software. So these are some of the things that you can do on the Zoom and display. Thank you very much.